Hello, friends! Good evening to all of you. This is today's latest stimulus news and information on the fourth stimulus checks. The Internal Revenue Service is urging Americans to get their tax information ready for the next round of stimulus payments. Children in low-income families could receive $10,000 in stimulus check payments before this Christmas. Please, friends, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and stay tuned until the end of this video to learn how to enter this coming Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway.
For Washington Democrats, 2021 will have one major theme: ramming through inflationary spending on a partisan basis that hurts American families and actually helps China. That's how this all-Democratic government began the year, jamming through a wasteful excuse for a stimulus bill that drove up prices, made supply chain problems even worse. Not a single Republican supported it, and Democrats now want to end the year with another massive spree that would make it even worse. The whole country understands that Democrats own this mess. They have seized one-party control of the economy, so you better believe that they'll have one-party accountability for the resulting nightmare. The president and his allies are badly upside down in overall approval ratings, upside down on the generic ballot, upside down on the economy, and the more the men and women of this country learn about the reckless taxing and spending spree that Democrats are planning next, the less they want it or anything close to it. Democrats have wanted to transform the country alone. They want to print and borrow trillion after trillion on their own. They want to create even more inflation on their own. So, as Republicans have made clear for months, they will have to own a debt ceiling increase as well. This week, the House and Senate have reached a bipartisan agreement to make that happen. As the Democratic leader said yesterday, the Democrats are, quote, willing to carry the burden, and so they will.
Eligible young Americans are going to receive a stimulus check worth up to $10,000 before Christmas, part of the $40 billion Higher Education Emergency Relief Fund. The payments will provide crisis relief to students and institutions nationwide. As a result, thousands of colleges throughout our nation have received a portion of these funds and have been sending stimulus payments to its students. Medical schools have also just sent out a $10,000 worth of grants to most of its 956 students. Those with direct deposit should have received their payments last week. So on average, eligible students received $3,120, with some receiving up to $6,500 in grants. For the second round, students with exceptional financial needs can file an application for funding worth $1,000 each. This is available for those who do not qualify for the initial round. But there is more stimulus checks going out. All eligible Americans can apply for a fourth stimulus check payment worth up to $600. It is part of the $700 million Farm and Food Worker Relief Grant Program. According to ASDA, the funds are granted to state agencies and nonprofit organizations that provide helpful services to farm workers or meatpacking workers. The $600 stimulus checks to cover expenses and crisis costs are part of the Farm and Food Workers programs, which were announced by the United States Department of Agriculture earlier this month. The department set aside a whopping $700 million in grant funding for the program. Of that amount, $680 million is earmarked for farm and meat packing employees, and the remaining $20 million is for grocery store workers. The 2021 tax filing deadline is still months away, but this week, the Internal Revenue Service encouraged taxpayers to get a head start on preparing their tax returns, especially those who may need to take action regarding certain payments from the federal government. According to the tax agency, these includes both the popular economic impact payments as well as the advanced child tax credit. There are a few things that the IRS wants taxpayers to know about both programs. The third and final round of federal stimulus checks began going out in March, but some people who were eligible for one did not get anything or received less than the full $1,400. According to an Internal Revenue Service news release, they may qualify for the Recovery Rebate Credit so long as their 2021 tax information falls under the guidelines of those who were entitled to the federal government's crisis relief programs. Anyone who believes that they were eligible for the credit will need to file a tax return for 2021, regardless of whether they typically file one. And at the same time, they all have to show the full amount of their third economic impact payment, including any plus-up payments, in order to figure out how much they are owed. The Internal Revenue Service said in a statement, ensuring they use the correct payment amounts will help them avoid a processing delay that may slow their refund. Friends, the keyword for this video is candy cane. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please do click and like my videos. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and also comment below the keyword from each video. Thank you so much, friends. The advanced child tax credit payments also began going out to tens of millions of eligible households in mid-July and are being paid in up to 6 monthly installments through the end of this year. Families received up to $300 per each eligible child under the age of 6, and $250 for every qualifying child between 6 and 17. However, because the amounts were primarily based on 2019 or 2020 tax returns, whichever was the latest in the IRS's records, some people may have obtained more or less than what they were actually eligible for this year. According to the IRS, anyone who collected too much might need to repay some, or even all, of the advance credit. On the other end of the spectrum, people who receive less can claim the remaining amount when they file their 2021 taxes, since only the first 6 months of the child tax credit was paid in advance. The last half of it will be claimed on the 2021 tax return. Some parents opted out entirely of the advance payments and will be able to claim what they're owed as one lump sum amount. Friends, that's the end of the video for this evening. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway, please do click and like my videos. Please also don't forget to comment below the keyword from each video and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very, very blessed Wednesday.